Back like we never left in the field with Dr. Trill, dropping gems and jewels on a daily basis. A place where you can get spiritual education and mental stimulation. Pure talk. And we do shit a little different this time around. It's pure, it's uncut, it's basic, it's to the point, and it's based on what the people want to talk about. So whatever people want me to talk about, whatever they inbox me, or if I'm chilling with some people and they tell me they want me to talk about this, that, whatever, that's what I'm doing. Sometimes I might see a post that raise an eyebrow and make me be like, what? And make me want to challenge that a little bit. So I might talk about that. But outside of that, for the most part, people just hit me up and let me know what they want to talk about. So today, somebody sent me, how do you escape the Matrix? That's a good one, because a lot of people do not know how to ascend. And even if you tell them, they still be scared to go within. Because a lot of people think meditation is demonic, but that's where you start. Because the first thing you want to do is free your mind. And the way that you free your mind is by taking no thought. And by taking no thought, you must learn how to meditate. You must learn how to sit in silence and isolate from everything and truly get to know yourself and your connection and relationship to the divine. You must question everything, because a lot of stuff that you was taught about money, success, relationships, and happiness is not the truth. Not only that, it's a lot of people trying to force their truth on you to the point where you can't even create your own black print. I don't even like to say blueprint, because that's always going to be somebody else's shit first. Black print, that's yours. But you will have to stop blindly following trends and celebrities and things of that nature. You have to watch what you eat, because, you know, foods carry low vibrations too. Just like certain people carry low vibrations. Certain places carry low vibrations. Sometimes unconsciously we can't help it because we don't be aware of what kind of frequency is going on until we get there or until we start engaging. And that's when you got free will to make that option to either continue participating or evacuate. So if you're really trying to escape the Matrix, when you start peeping, the energy is off or it just don't feel right, without judgment, you just release in peace. Get the hell on through. You know what I'm talking about? If you're not a reader, you should start reading, especially motivational and inspirational books from people who develop discernment and learn some things and put it in the book to educate others. So they had good intentions of getting truth out. And I know a lot of black people, and I heard the saying that if you want to keep something from a nigga, put it in a book, because a lot of niggas don't like to read. And reading is fundamental. And we all know that means fun to the mental, because it starts to stimulate, it starts to awaken, and it starts to allow you to have a bigger understanding of things instead of living delusional and chasing illusions and shit like that. You gotta get to a point where you don't want to always trade your time for money, because you're not a prostitute. If you're gonna always be attached to money or what it takes to make money, you always gonna be external within everything that you do, and you're gonna get caught up in the material world. That's why it's good to be in the world but not of the world, because once you latch all the way on to the material world, you start living more in flesh and in the ego, and you forget about the spirit. You ignore the bigger voice. You ignore what you really want to do, who you really want to be, what you really want to do in life, what type of person you really want to be with, and things of that nature. You start dimming your lights, settling, and all that. You can't escape no matrix like that, because there's always going to be somebody pulling the strings, influencing you, and you ain't going to never do nothing for yourself. And you can. You got to get that true knowledge yourself, man. And I say that to say, we can start with a 9-to-5, which ain't nothing wrong with that. I know people who work 9-to-5s and they love their job. And I always tell people it's cool to work a job. if you love what you do. If it makes sense for you, kudos. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we was put here to do what we really love to do and what we really want to do. And it can be done. You just got to research what you need to do to get in position to do that. What you need to, what kind of class you need to take, what type of skill you need to learn, who you need to link up with and so forth. But you don't have to settle for nothing and keep trading your time for money when you don't even like what you're doing to make the money. For real, for real. So, and you got to learn how to control your habits. If you got habits that's causing you to spend a whole lot of unnecessary money when you could be investing that money into things that you really want to do, then you need to cut that out. If you do, if your habits are so bad that it's causing you to miss work, or it's causing problems and conflicts in your relationship, or with family members, or with best friends, you need to stop doing that because it's not working for you. And it's showing you in every area that it's working against you, and you choosing to ignore it because the habit done became so habitual that you think it's a part of you. You done became immune to what's gonna have your ass doomed. Straight up. So that ain't what's up, man. Pure Talk 101. And then last but not least, I would say choose your circle wisely. You know what I mean? Surround yourself with like-minded people. And the people that you love that's like-minded but got a lot of wicked ways or just low vibrational ways or conflicting ways, you gotta discern when it's okay or necessary to deal with them. Whether it just be for family holidays with certain family members, whether it be for projects that you're working on and these people do very well with, creative aspects and areas in life that y'all can relate to and resonate with one another on, then that's where it's at. But keep it there. You ain't got to spend all your time with people all the time, man. Let people just suck you dry and drain all your energy. And you got to stop following programs that you don't agree with. You got to stop following programs that you know that was put in place to fuck with your mind, or put in place and designed to keep you from thinking for yourself. That's why everybody got a problem when people start up their own business or own a house or pay their car off if they still working and paying rent or busting their ass to make their car payment. Like, it's not a competition. People just choose different routes, or some people ain't got there yet, or some people just got there faster than others for whatever reason. But at the end of the day, man, it shouldn't have a hold on you, and it shouldn't define you. The real you is your spirit, your suit, your vehicle, your molecule. You just need this to operate on this earth, on this planet, in this realm. Because it's three-dimensional and we got to touch, taste, and smell things and things of that nature. So we need the suit. But at the end of the day, we are all one. And the only way to really get up out of here is to go within, so that you can ascend past lower vibrations, this lower realm of materialism, of judgment, and things of that nature. Like, you just come here to learn, man. You just passing through. But either you gonna fail or you gonna pass. You know what I'm talking about? And graduate. So it's a lot of different ways to get up out the matrix. You just gotta figure out where your starting point gonna be at. Because that rabbit hole deeper than hoochie coochie. You know what I'm saying? And it's a stage and everybody just performing, taking on names and characters and being this person until they evolve and no longer can be that person. Just go look at your old pictures and old videos of you hanging out with people and going places and doing things. You be like, damn, that was me. Like, you just keep evolving. Like, you was not who you is now 5 years ago. I mean, you not who you was 5 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 30. Go look at your timeline. You just keep evolving, man. Some people get smarter. Some people get dumber. Some people want to come back here and do this shit again. Others want to get the fuck on through. Pure Talk.